And it hit me in the face a couple of times with a bike chain. So I went to my car, pulled out a big Bowie knife, walked back to the club, knocked on the door, he came out, I picked him up by his neck and I stabbed him 4 times.
It takes just seconds for a life to be taken away by the blade of a knife. In the West Midlands, knife crime is now often referred to as an epidemic. The effect of this knife leaves a scar on not just the lives of those taken away and their families, but the life of the offender will never be the same again. This is the exact case for Mark, not his real name, who was sentenced to 8 years in jail for grievous bodily harm.
I regret getting caught. If I'd be brutally honest, I regret getting caught because I got caught and it took a majority of my life away.
So when you say you regret getting caught, you don't regret actually using the knife?
Oh, no.
No.
No. If you've got a knife, you're going to use it. Carrying knives lead to death, jail, or you're going to get severely hurt, or someone's going to get severely hurt.
In the year ending December 2019, the West Midlands saw an increase of 13% in offences involving knives or sharp instruments. In the latest year, the offence of assault with injury and assault with intent to cause serious harm accounted for almost half of all offences involving a knife.
I had to think, I can't go back to jail and leave my family again. You know, I have to be there to protect them and support them. Because when you're in jail, you can't support your family.
Daryl Laycock was formerly known as one of the most dangerous people in the UK after spending 12 years in 19 different jails. Now, as a workshop facilitator, he is working in hopes of decreasing the amount of knives on the streets by educating young people.
I don't agree with sending children to jail, but to safeguard them and safeguard others, I think something needs to be done with a mandatory. I wouldn't say so much a long mandatory sentence, but you know, I've been caught with a machete before as a young kid and I got a slap on the wrist. There's nothing we need pointed knives for. If we banned knives that we have now and get rounded off knives, there'd be a lot less deaths because you won't be able to stab. You know, it'll be a slash if anything.
There is no one solution to tackling the amount of knives on the street. In an Edinburgh study, knife carrying was found among young people who were fearful but not necessarily engaged in troublesome behaviour, showing that the person who carries a knife may be more fearful of being stabbed than being caught by the police with a sharp weapon. Paul Hughes is a survivor after being stabbed in the neck by a random attacker 15 years ago. Each year he remembers the incident and warns of the dangers of carrying a knife.
What advice would you give to young people that have carried a knife or have thought about carrying a knife?
If I could grab somebody before they were going to go and stab somebody or take a knife out, I'd ask them to think of the reasons why they're doing that in the first place, and is it big enough reason to just change their life? Because from the moment they put that into somebody, their life will change forever. Every day you read about it, don't you? I mean, I think it's definitely getting worse. I don't know why. I wish I did.